it's Ellen here from Lakelands Physiotherapy and Miami Physiotherapy, and today I'm going to give you some helpful hints on what to do following a muscle strain. If you can imagine that the muscle fibres are knitted together and that when you strain the muscle, typically these fibres are put through a force that the muscle's not able to cope with. Often that is a case of overstretching. It will result in a strain, a tear, or even a rupture. So the first thing is to do no harm for the first 48 to 72 hours to prevent further injury to the muscle. So with harm, it means heat, alcohol, return to sport or running, and massage. All of these things will help to increase inflammation, which is what you're wanting to avoid. What you want to do instead is RICE. So that's rest, ice, compression, and elevation. These all help to slow down the bleeding into the area, reduce the inflammation, and also help to reduce your pain. Second of all, you want to check in with your physio, and then they'll be able to assess the amount of damage you may have caused or if the pain may be referred from somewhere else in the body. Thirdly, you don't want to stretch. This will put more stress through the injured tissue, and your physio will be able to guide you when you need to start gentle stretches following that muscle strain. Lastly, you don't want to return to sport too early. You need to make sure that the muscle has regained its full strength and make sure you gradually build up to a higher intensity exercise. So come see us at Lakelands Physio and Miami Physio, and we can help you with your recovery.